Yeah, so if we can get, yes, that's beautiful, kind of family hug. We're all enjoying being together. Yeah, look at the camera and big smiles. Beautiful. Maybe now, can I get you guys kind of like talking to each other a little bit?
Yeah.
Christina, why don't you tell everybody how much you love us?
Your breath. Oh, there goes the key.
That's about right.
What were you getting tested on right now? Who are you talking to, Mrs. Adley?
No,
I mean, Mrs. Healy.
Healy.
Did you have reading lab today?
No. No.
Oh, what was she talking to you about? Was she testing you on something?
No, I was just reading. And then I had to read.
Why'd you sit up?
I had to retell the story.
Oh,
A little
okay.
story about.
A story about that two people. Two friends that.
Don't pick your nose.
No, I'm scratching my nose.
Oh, she's.
You know what? I think
Everyone's gonna see you picking your nose. Great.
Well, I think that was great. I think I got it.
Okay, perfect.
So, child is dismissed.
Bye bye.
Oh, so happy.
Stephanie. What do you want to say?
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you so much.
All right. No tips for you. Can you shut the door when you leave, Miss Egan? Thank you. I feel like we should not have our light in there.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Do you want to adjust something lighting wise?
No, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to make sure like what was in the frame was okay.
Perfect. You guys look good to me. Okay, so now I am going to have you do a couple of things. Could I have you, and actually, if you would like, something that I've been recommending to people is if you can turn down the light on your screen,
Okay.
so that you do not see yourselves. This is just kind of helpful for people because it's sort of impossible for us not to look down at our own and faces while we're talking. So this will enable you to communicate just with the camera. So if you can kind of remember to kind of just look at the camera, almost like it's a person, like it's me, the disembodied voice that you're talking to.
I know, I'm really bummed out we can't do this in person.
Could you just smooch it over to the side a little bit? Just because it's the camera, other way. Yep. Just because, no, you guys are good. Camera.
It was me.
Camera.
Okay.
No, the camera. Just because we've got, you're a little to the side of the frame and everybody else is centered. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So could I have you both look at the camera and smile? And hold it. And you guys are doing great. Okay, good. And I'm going to have you do the same thing, but now I want you to look kind of serious and pensive, like you're thinking hard about the educational needs of our children. Perfect. Okay. So we're just going to walk through these items that were on the questions. And so again, if you want to just, however you want to handle who's going to do what, who would like to tell me your names? Just, we're going to just start with just the two of your names.
Oh, just say my name and not say hi or anything, just names.
Right. No hi, just I'm so-and-so and this is my husband so-and-so, or we're so-and-so and so-and-so.
Okay. My name's Yuki Fujimoto, and this is Peter Marchetti.
Okay. Can I have you do it one more time? And smile.
My partner
So,
for
I'm gonna
life.
say like this is some random guy that showed up in my house named Peter.
Okay. I'm Yuki Fujimoto, and this is my husband, Peter Marchetti.
That was perfect. Do you mind doing it just one more time like that?
I'm Yuki Fujimoto, and this is my husband, Peter Marchetti.
Beautiful. So, Peter, do you want to take the next one and tell me your kids' ages and what schools they go to?
We have 3 children. Ren Marchetti, who is 14 and in 8th grade. Rye, who's 12 and in 6th grade. And Messina, who's 8 and in 3rd grade.
That was great. I'm going to have you do it one more time. Can I get you to mention the names of the schools they go to?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. And if there's any way to pick up the pace just slightly.
Sure.
Whenever you're ready.
We have 3 children. Ren, who goes to Stanley in 8th grade. Rye, who goes to Stanley and is in 6th grade. And Messina, who goes to Happy Valley Elementary and she's in 3rd grade.
That was perfect. I'm going to have you do it one more time just for me, just in case.
Mm-hmm. We have 3 children. Ren, who goes to Stanley and is in 8th grade. Rye, who's in 6th grade at Stanley. And Messina, who's in 3rd grade at Happy Valley Elementary.
Perfect. You guys are killing it. Okay. And then, Yuki, how about you tell me how long you have been supporting LPI?
Right, think about that. It's 10 years?
Yes,
Eight,
Ren's in 8th grade. I would say, yeah.
7 years because he started in 1st grade.
Well, that would be 8 years. Yeah,
Oh, 8 years.
He started in 1st grade, right? So
Okay.
8 years.
Okay. We've been supporting LPI for 8 years.
One more time.
We've been supporting LPI for 8 years.
I'm going to have you do that one more time just because, Peter, if you can just,
Okay.
Yep.
We've been supporting LPI for 8 years.
Beautiful. Okay, so this is where we were kind of getting into the content stuff. So this is what you and I were just talking about, Yuki. So kind of just looking for an introduction or like a comment. So the line I wrote was, this is a time where we've all been forced to really see and be aware of what we want for our children's education. So I'm kind of just looking for a statement that is alluding to the fact, like, this is a crazy time, you know, alluding to distance learning without actually referencing distance learning.
Okay.
And this is a moment that is really indicated to us what is important to us and how our children are educated. That's what I'm looking for.
Do you have a thought on that? I think you do. Right?
No, I think we're trying to say what she just said. I mean, essentially, right? Like,
Yeah,
this is these are challenging times, and I think we realize how important education is now more than ever. Something to that extent. There's more than
that's exactly right. And I would just sort of add in the element, it's not so much even that the education is important, but like what we want that educational experience to look like, what we want that to be for them, right? Could you say, so try it again, Peter, and add that element to it?
Yeah, I can't remember what I said.
Just try it.
Yeah, these are so these are crazy times, and I think through them we all have begun to realize how not only important the education is, but
maybe what it needs to look like,
what it needs to look like,
or what we want it to look like.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I mean, it's kind of what you already said. That's what you said. Okay.
Yeah. So these are crazy times, and I guess they've really made us understand what we all want our education for our children to look like. I don't know if that's it or not.
That was actually perfect content wise. Can you remember what you said?
These are crazy times, and I think that it's really made us understand what it is that we all would like to have our education look like for our children.
That was perfect. Can I have you do it one more time?
Mhm. These are crazy times, and I think they've made us all realize what it is that we want the education to look like for our children.
Perfect. And I'm going to give you guys both a note. I don't think we need to redo that, but just as we are doing this, as the other person is talking, if you can pretend like you're really listening to that other person, can nod in agreement or look at them or be like, dang, my husband or spouse is really saying this, what I agree with.
He usually does that without being prompted, but she must have just totally forgot at this time.
Okay, so I can look at him because I felt
Yes,
a little odd just staring
absolutely.
at the camera.
I mean, if you could kind of think about it almost like you are on a video call, right? Where you might be looking at a person who's on the opposite side of the screen, but you would also look at your partner who's talking, right? Like we're just having a conversation here.
Okay.
Okay, so then the second one, and you guys are doing great, by the way. So did you have something written for this?
Let's see. We did want to bring up, the second one was, I don't even remember what it was. It was something about what LPI offers, I guess. And we talked a little bit about electives.
Right. And so it was really important for Beth to use the term depth and breadth
Okay.
of learning experiences. So basically the idea behind this is that for those parents out there that are not kind of aware of what LPI pays for,
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of the idea of like when we think about when we get back to normal or but don't use those words, but when we think about what is most important to us, it's having that variety, the depth and breadth of programs available of educational experiences available to our kids, which LPI provides. That's what I'm looking for here, is just sort of a statement is like, it's important to us that our kids have access to all of those different learning opportunities, basically.
So something like we really want to emphasize the depth and breadth of what LPI offers.
Maybe not emphasize. Maybe it's what we really appreciate. We really appreciate the depth and breadth of what LPI offers for,
Are you guys still there?
So
yeah.
yes.
You hear us?
Yeah, sorry, your internet got all choppy there for a second.
Okay, yeah, and then I got a phone call through my laptop.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. So we want to say we appreciate the depth and breadth
of what LPI offers our kids. Include, maybe it's like, I don't know if you give examples. You had examples on the thing you typed up, including the arts and computer science and parent education programs, teacher professional development, diversity and equity and inclusion workshops, things like that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's worthy of.
Is that too long though?
Why don't we try it? Why don't we try it, and then we'll workshop it.
Okay, so we appreciate the depth and breadth of what LPI offers for our children and our teachers, really, right? Because you guys pay for professional development, right?
Yeah, that wasn't something we were looking to highlight in this one. I think they really wanted to focus on it in terms of like for the kids,
Okay.
But I do, if we can get in the DEI workshops, that would be good.
So I'll say, and parent education, we don't need to put that in either.
Yeah, why don't you start arts, computer science, DEI workshops? That's three things. That's probably
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so we appreciate the depth and breadth that Alpi offers for our children, which include arts, things like arts, science. Well, arts, computer science. Well, I guess arts is computer science.
arts, computer science. Yeah.
Arts, computer science, and diversity, equity, inclusion workshops. So we have a kitten that's like, we have like too many animals in the house. We appreciate the depth and breadth of what Alpi we appreciate the depth and breadth of what Alpi offers to our children, such as arts, computer science, and diversity, equity, and inclusion workshops. Is that okay?
Yes, I think that is perfect.
Okay.
I'm thinking about, sorry, I feel like I want to throw something else at you, but why don't we just do that really quick, and then we'll see if we can add in this other element.
Okay. So we appreciate. Okay, so we really appreciate what Alpi. Sorry, we appreciate the breadth and depth of what Alpi offers for our children. Things like the arts, computer science, and diversity, equity, and inclusion workshops.
Okay, that was perfect from a content standpoint.
Okay.
I
got really serious.
You
focused.
I don't mind the seriousness. What I wanted to see if we could add in here is the idea of that these things continue to be there. So one of the things that we're kind of hitting on is like, if we don't continue to meet our financial goals, we may not have all of these things. So it's not even, so it's,
yeah.
I appreciate that all of these things are there, and I want to make sure that they're still there. If there's a way to kind of work that in.
Well, I mean, that is definitely a worry on our end as well. I mean, COVID's just been such a funky year.
That's what she's just saying. Say the same exact thing.
No, I'm just thinking out loud.
Okay.
So how do I incorporate without repeating it? So
what you could just say that at the end though. Like we really appreciate the breadth and depth of all that Alpi offers our children, including things like, arts,
computer
sciences,
diversity, equity, inclusion workshops,
and we're really committed to making sure that stays, that continues.
But is that a personal statement from us, or you want to sort of speak more to parents in terms of like?
No.
We want to do what we can to make sure that continues.
Yeah.
Okay. So we really appreciate the breadth and depth of what Alpi offers our children, which include the arts, computer science, and diversity, equity, inclusion workshops. And we're really committed to make sure that those things are sustainable in our future. Or I don't know. Those
Actually,
things.
that those things are sustainable. I think it's a great way to put it. I'm gonna just ask you to say it again, because I feel like it's just kind of aware that you're still kind of trying to remember it.
Yeah.
So now that it's in your brain, tell me.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No. I'm gonna shut up and you go when you're ready.
I'm probably going to blitz this like 5 times. We really appreciate the depth and breadth of what Alpi offers our children. Things like the arts, computer science, diversity, equity, and inclusion workshops. And we are really committed to make sure that these things are sustainable for our kids. One more time.
Yeah, I loved it, but let's just get one more in the can. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. We really appreciate the depth and breadth of what Alpi offers our children. Sorry. Can you not look at me for like the first 2 seconds?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this like natural thing.
It's not natural.
You guys are.
Don't look at me because
All right, let's
you
go.
don't look at me when
All right,
I
come on,
speak.
come on, let's go. All right, let's focus, please.
Okay.
Roll right into it.
We really appreciate what Alpi offers. Sorry. Okay, I'll do that again. We really appreciate the breadth and depth of what Alpi offers for our children. Things like the arts, computer science. Just don't stop.
I'm
Stop.
sorry.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, I'm not
For
gonna
this
look at
I
it.
one,
love it.
I'm not looking at it.
I love it, Peter, but you can't. I think it looks
Okay.
great, but we have to work with talent, and she needs.
Or
She
lack
needs to
lack
I think you
thereof.
should add bloopers. I think you should add bloopers at the end of the reel, just like Pixar. Okay.
It's only funny for us.
All right. So, okay, here we go. We really appreciate the depth and breadth of what Alpi offers our children. Things like the arts, computer science, and diversity, equity, and inclusion workshops. We are really committed to make sure that that's sustainable for the future.
All right, we got at least 2 takes I can use there. All right,
I can try again if you want me to do it again. I'm not sure if it
You
was
nix the future thing. Which
okay.
one is-
Sustainable, just sustainable.
Yeah, we're trying to
Where
make
the-
sure it's
okay,
sustainable.
let me try
Less
that
words,
again.
better.
Okay.
okay, one more time.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds a little hokey. Okay. We really appreciate the breadth and depth of what Alpi offers for our children. Things like the arts, computer science, and diversity, equity, and inclusion workshops. And we are really committed to make sure that that's sustainable.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Okay. So this next statement, I'm really just looking for like a 1-line comment about like how, again, kind of referencing that this moment in time or has made me personally or made us realize that if it is up to us to make something happen here.
I don't know. I put something in again. This might not be the right thing, but a starting point. Now is the time to be the village for all of our children, or we want to be part of the village, or I don't know.
I love where you're going with that. I mean, essentially, this is kind of like as if you were talking to someone to say, yeah, like it's a call to action. Like we are the people. If we want these things to happen, we have to come together and make it happen. So I'm totally open to the village terminology to reference that. Do you want to do this one, Yuki, again?
No, I think Pete should do it.
You're the village.
Well, I mean, I am.
You could
I mean,
say, what if you said, listen, they say it takes a village and we want to be part of that village and it's on all of us.
Love it.
Okay. Don't look at me.
I'm not. I'll
You can look at me.
I'll go
You
like
can-
this at
you
the
can-
very
you
end.
can- yeah, that'll definitely. All right. They say it takes a village. Actually, should I say it takes a village to raise a child? You know, or they say it takes a village, or it takes a village to raise a child.
That whole thing sounds a little cliche, but it takes a village. They
It takes
say,
yeah.
I think it takes a village, comma.
Yeah, we want to be part of the village. It's on all of us. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, because I don't want it to sound like we're shaming people either.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah,
like that's not our point at all. Like
Yeah.
we're yeah.
Yeah. They say it takes a village. I had to slick down. Sorry, I'll do it again. They say it takes a village, and we want to be part of that village. It's on all of us.
I think that's perfect. Can you just give me one more?
Yep. They say it takes a village, and we want to be part of that village. It's on all of us.
Perfect. And we're actually going to have you, that echoes back to something else I'm going to have you say in a second. So perfect. Okay. So then this next one, number 7, this is where I was really looking for you to bring something personal to the table about how your children, how you feel that children having these wide learning opportunities is important to you. So I don't know if there's a particular reason that they picked you, or if there's a way that that concept resonates with you. I don't know if it's like, my child comes a lot, if art does this for my child, or having computer science is important because my kids need to have these skills in the future, or just, I don't know if there's anything in there that resonates with you guys personally that you could speak to.
I mean, not to drill in the DEI stuff, and it's partly because I'm so ensconced in it right now, but I know that with my kids being biracial, and this is just on my mind, that I think that this early education and DEI work is really important for my kids, but for everybody. And I don't know if there's really one way to say it. The other thing, of course, is the arts, and the arts are something that I really am very passionate about. I don't know if there's something that you really.
I think it's all important. I don't have anything that kind of sticks out. I mean, the DEI stuff, I think, for the reasons that you mentioned, are really important.
But I don't.
I wonder if there's a way to bring both of those elements into it.
I mean, there's a sense of how the arts allow kids of all, of diverse backgrounds to be able to express their lived experiences in a way that isn't always shared in a classroom situation. Like there's like robotics and those electives, I think, home ec, right? Like food. I was just talking with some friends about food and how that gets expressed from different cultures and shared. And I just wonder if there's a way to talk about how they're all important. They're all important, right? So.
Well, maybe that's how we started then, like, just having access to all of those, sorry, I had it and then I lost it.
It's a way to explore different ways in which a child can learn to express themselves in different forms, whether it's through music or building a robot that looks like them, or or composing a song or a piece of music that expresses their mental state. I mean, all that stuff. I just don't know how to say it like in one sentence, I guess.
Well, this we have a little bit more time with, so you can have a couple more. You can have more than one sentence here. And I really like how you're kind of just saying it as is. Maybe just keep trying it. And
well, do you want me to share something personal?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to like draw people in or push people away. The fact that we're raising biracial children, and that how I see how each child is being exposed to electives that allow them to explore their identities and how they present to the world.
I think that's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. What did I say?
You said we have biracial children, and I really,
the electives that
yeah.
they are exposed to allow them to explore different avenues in which they access their identity.
or explore their identity. You maybe keep
Explore their identity.
yeah. Don't add just
I can't
words
remember
in
what
there.
I said. Okay, so
Say like listen, we have biracial children,
we have biracial
and
children.
I think the electives that LPI offers have really allowed them to not just express but also explore their identities. I don't know if you need any more than that, Stephanie, or not. I think that's really good.
I think that's lovely. And if there's a way to kind of list off a couple of those electives in there, like you were doing before, whether it's
Okay.
music, whether it's creating a robot, I think that would be icing on the cake.
So I think I wanted to say probably food. We could say robotics. We could say I probably will bring up SLAM workshop, which is a DEI workshop. Okay, so
That's a lot. That's I mean.
well, okay,
that's three
so
things.
we are raising biracial children as we are. Wait, what did I say? We have biracial children. We have biracial children, and the electives that are offered allow them to explore and find avenues in which they experiment with how they might build robots or how they might express their mental state through music, or even cook their own foods and share those kind of foods, and allow them to form their identities.
Explore their identities.
To explore their identities.
So maybe the thing is to put that explore the identities at the front end, and then whether it's this or that or this other way.
Got it. Okay, so finish my sentence and then give my examples.
Mm-hmm.
So we have biracial children who are offered electives that allow them to explore their identities. Things like maybe making a robot, cooking foods of their culture and sharing them with friends and classmates, or participating in SLAM workshop with Dr. Watson.
I love it.
Okay.
I'm going to have you do it one more time again. Could you for a second just touch your touch? Is this a laptop with a touchpad? Just for some reason, you guys have gotten a little fuzzy, and you have a strong internet signal, so I'm not sure why the camera's gotten a little pixely. And I just want to see if that helps.
Is that better?
No, it didn't do anything. Oh, wait.
Is it just like it's gotten kind of dark in here too?
It might be the change in the light.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sun just
it
went
got
down.
cloudy.
Yeah.
Should we turn on?
We can turn on some lights. I don't know if that's going to affect your.
I mean, it will look. Why did it go? Like it totally went worse. Now there we go. That's better. No. That was good. It just needed to settle.
Oh, I just needed to adjust the lighting.
Yeah. Can you put the light back on that you had?
Turn it on?
Yeah, turn it on. It will look different, but I would rather have you look slightly different and be less pixely.
Okay. All right, so what was I saying again? We have biracial children, and let me just this is rehearsal.
Yeah, you're almost done, by the way. So you guys were doing
we
great.
can't be in here for another like 10 minutes and see. No. Okay, just don't make a peep because we'll be recording, okay? Okay. We have biracial children. We have biracial children, and we
The electives.
We have biracial children and the LPI electives.
Got it. Okay. We have biracial children, and the electives that LPI offer allow them to explore their identities. Things like building robots, perhaps cooking and sharing their food, cooking foods from their culture and sharing them with their classmates, or participating in the SLAM workshop with Dr. Watson. That's what I said, right? Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do it again.
Does that sound
All
good,
right.
Stephanie?
It does, and I am gonna have you turn off the light again. Sorry. It's just putting the emphasis on your awesome pillow.
Okay. Okay, so it might take me a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay. We have biracial children, and with the electives that LPI offer, it allows them to explore their identities. Things like maybe making robots, cooking foods from their culture and sharing them with their classmates, and participating in the SLAM workshop with Dr. Watson. Felt a little unnatural.
Yep. Let's do it again.
The robot thing, robot cooking, Watson. Does it still sound okay?
Yeah. Or you could say art classes if you don't want to do the robots. No, I think it's good. Stay with it.
Okay. I think I'm going to say explore. Okay. Sorry, let me try that. Okay. We have biracial children who sorry. Okay. We have biracial children that through the electives that LPI has offered, they are able to, sorry, I don't like my tone right there.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm
I'm, I'm sorry.
I know you're getting antsy. Sorry.
No, I'm running out of time. That's my
Okay,
only
okay,
problem.
sorry. All right. We have biracial children, and the electives that LPI offers allow them to explore their identities. Things like building robots, participating in Dr. Watson's SLAM workshop, and maybe even cooking foods from their cultures and sharing them with their classmates.
I thought that was nice and definitely like a little bit more natural.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have time to do one more? There's just 2 more items after this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Let's do it. You gonna do it again?
Whenever you're ready. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Can we-
think
do
I
it
had 2 more.
It was,
No,
it
no,
was
no, no,
wonderful.
no,
I
no,
just
no,
wanted
no,
to
no.
get one more in the
You're
can
getting
for me.
Getting in your
Thank you.
game face on.
No, sorry. I thought you were going to tell us what to do. Okay. We have biracial children, and the electives that LPI has offered allows them to explore their identities. Things like building robots and participating in Dr. Watson's SLAM workshop, and cooking foods that express their cultures and sharing them with classmates.
Okay, good. Let's move on. So now I just need a brief statement. It's kind of like the village statement, honestly, that you just gave, but a little bit more specific or a little bit more to the point in terms of basically LPI and parents like us are the reason that we have all of these opportunities for the youth in Lafayette, something along those lines.
But it's, parents like us or parents who care.
Yeah.
Well, again, I
Or-
don't want to
yeah.
you know, like parents do care. They just may
Yeah.
not have the means to contribute, or they, whatever their reasons are, right?
I see.
Yeah.
It takes it's LPI and parents. You know, if you don't
Yeah.
want to reference yourselves,
And so it was, we want to say like LPI and you know, in a supportive community, and parents are, you know, or what was it? How did-
so the reason that our kids have all of these learning opportunities that you've just been referencing is because of LPI and
Right.
parents. That's essentially what I'm looking for.
So if we just said, we have all of this because of LPI and a great community and great parents.
Love it.
Great community and great parents.
We have all of this because of LPI, a great community, and great parents.
Okay.
One more time.
We have all of this because of LPI, a great community, and great parents.
Give me one more.
Lighten up.
We have all of this because of LPI, a great community, and great parents.
That was perfect. Just do it one more time because I was laughing a little bit.
We have all of this because of LPI, a great community, and great parents.
Beautiful. Okay, last thing. Gonna have you say it's up to all of us. So I will maybe have each of you say it individually, and then I'll count you down and you say it together. So why don't we start with Yuki? Can you please?
It's up to all of us.
Mm-hmm. It's
Okay.
up to all of us. Give me two. Do it like 2 times, 2 or 3 times.
It's up to all of us. It's up to all of us. It's up to all of us.
Okay, now Peter, you same thing.
It's up to all of us. It's up to all of us. It's up to all of us.
All right, now I'm going to give you a count of 3, and I'm going to have you say it together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
It's up to all of us.
Beautiful. We're going to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3.
It's up to all of us.
That's a wrap.
Woo!
Thank you, Stephanie.
Oh, thank you so much. And then
Pizza,
You
it's
already
like
sent me
union
pictures.
hours. I need to go.
I gotta go. Sorry, I do have a Zoom call I gotta jump on. So nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Thanks again. And then Yuki, you already gave me some pictures, right? I saw that you had uploaded some pictures. Oh shit. Mm.